What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. As always, much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. All right, March 31st, Cardiff, Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. A huge unification fight, a fight that I think is fantastic for boxing. We're getting closer to that one dominant heavyweight champ, and this is a step closer, either for Joshua or for Parker. I can't help but feel, and it could be because of Deontay Wilder versus Ortiz, for a number of other reasons, that we're overlooking Joseph Parker, right? That it's almost inevitable that Anthony Joshua will run through Joseph Parker and set up this dream heavyweight fight against either Tyson Fury or what most people want to see, Deontay Wilder in late 2018 or early 2019. I just hope that although fans and some media, which I find a bit disrespectful, are already kind of putting Joseph Parker to one side, I hope that Anthony Joshua has got his mind on the ball here and mind on the game. Because believe you me, I think Joseph Parker could represent his toughest fight. I really do mean that. Joseph Parker is unbeaten. He's as hungry as Joshua. Maybe because he doesn't talk the fancy talk in the press conferences. Maybe because he's a bit humble. People are not taking him very seriously. But this guy is a very, very dangerous opponent. And I've said this before. I don't put too much stock into the Hughie Fury performance. I think Hughie Fury was running all night. And it's difficult to look good against opponents like that. There's been numerous boxers that have faced those kind of opponents and don't look good. Don't judge him on that performance. This guy can bang. This guy is confident. This guy is unbeaten. I think we, especially fight fans, especially the American fight fans, and I mean this, because American fight fans are like, I've read comments about, oh, Joshua's fighting one bum. Why is he fighting these bums? He should fight Deontay Wilder straight away. And I'm like, you what? You guys crazy. Joseph Parker is no bum. He might not be a name in the States, but believe you me, this guy can fight. This guy can box. This guy has more speed than Joshua. I don't think he has more punch power than Joshua, but he will come and he'll represent a tough night for Joshua. I remember in my pre-fight build-up to Joshua versus Takam, I said exactly the same thing about Takam. I said Takam will represent a tough night for Joshua. Joshua probably won every round, but don't tell me that wasn't a tough night's work. And I think Joseph Parker will be exactly the same. I think Joshua will beat him. I'll do my prediction video maybe later on in the week, but I think it's not as easy as people think. Let's not already start looking forward to Wilder versus Joshua. Joshua's got work to do March 31st, and it will not be easy. It will not be easy, trust me. Unbeaten fighters are unbeaten fighters. They come into the ring super confident, and he'll come into the ring super confident knowing that he also is a world champion, and a legit world champion. We're not talking about one of those international belts or intercontinental belts or regular belts. He is a legit world champion, and he will be confident. And I can't help but think that this guy has been overlooked, and it could be very, very dangerous to overlook this guy. So hopefully Joshua's on the ball. I think Joshua is. I think there was a lot of talk recently about Deontay Wilder, and I think Joshua put up something on Instagram saying, March 31st, I'll do my business. Almost like Wilder to the side for a minute. I've got work to do. But you got Eddie Hearn already talking about Joshua fighting Big Baby Miller. Eddie Hearn talking about Joshua fighting Wilder, Joshua fighting Fury. And I'm like, let Joshua handle his business first, Eddie Hearn, then start talking about other fights. I find it quite disrespectful. And fingers crossed that Joshua does get the job done. Because as a boxing fan, obviously I want to see Joshua Wilder or Joshua Fury. But this is boxing. And I've seen a number of fights, thousands, to know that upsets do happen if you take a fighter lightly. We've seen it before, and we will see it again. Hopefully we don't see it March 31st.